everyone, and welcome back to a way long overdue pick a card reading. I have been away for some time from YouTube because, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram already, I've kind of been explaining it, and staying online there is kind of like the behind the scenes of everything that's going on. But essentially, I'm back in Washington State, where I grew up. At the time of filming like some of these other videos, I was living in Phoenix. And so I'm back here temporarily, just helping out with the family business until we can make a new hire. And then I can continue, back with my school studies. So it was a little touch and go there for a bit because I was trying to figure out, how to, create my new schedule and like get back on track with all of my regular parts of life. But now that that's kind of settled down, I finally have the opportunity to do another pick a card reading for you guys. So you guys just saw the setup for all of this. Let me go ahead and show you the groups. Group number 1 is this beautiful blue calcite. I just picked up this new stone a little bit ago. And then I've got a red calcite. Both of these are rough cut stones. And then finally the third group features this pink quartz heart little shaped crystal. So if you guys haven't already figured it out from the title, today we're going to be answering the question, why do I dream about them? And this was something that I kind of wanted to ask for myself too, because there are a few particular people from my past who keep popping up in my dreams, and it's just something I've been super curious about. So I figured if it was something I was curious about, you guys might also have that curiosity too. So you guys feel free to pick 1, 2, or all 3 of the groups. Let me know in the comments where you're feeling called or guided to. I'd love to hear your interpretations and what takeaways you get as well. So let's jump right into it with group number 1. Okay, now that our other 2 groups are moved to the side, we're gonna jump right in with you guys with group number 1. So you guys picked this gorgeous blue calcite. So we'll put that there for safekeeping, and then we will unpack the cards that we have for the day. So we have temporary situation. So maybe you won't be dreaming up about this person for much longer. Broken wishbone, wish will not be granted. Okay. Desk, pay attention to your work. And then for the oracle cards today, we have no, self-worth, solar plexus chakra. Let me get this all centered. And then our tarot cards for the day are the Page of Cups, the High Priestess, and finally the 9 of Cups in the reverse. Okay. This could have been someone that maybe you had a past relationship with, or maybe you were interested in this person. Like one of you guys could have had a crush on one another or something like that. And I'm saying this because we have the Page of Cups. So it seems like this could have been someone who maybe was a potential suitor. Maybe you guys have been flirting for some time, something along those lines, right? And it's really feeling like this is not a good match. And it's almost as if you're dreaming about this person probably because your intuition or maybe your spirit guides are trying to communicate with you. Your higher self is trying to communicate with you and say, this is not the person for you. We do have the High Priestess, and this is a card that comes up when you're when you're obtaining knowledge. When you are specifically obtaining knowledge that is supposed to help you make some kind of a decision and help impact the choices that you make in moving forward in the future, right? And I did end up naturally just pairing this with the Self-Worth Oracle card. So, we got a fire truck going through. So this is telling me that this person that you've been dreaming about, it doesn't feel like they're like the bee's knees, That doesn't feel like they're a person that's going to be worth spending any more time around. Especially also since we have here, it said temporary situation. So, and wish will not be granted. It's time to pay attention to your work instead. So this is just an overall major sign for me that this is pretty much your intuition trying to tell you this is not the right person for you, and to not pursue it. Coughing now, sorry. To not pursue it. Wow, that fire truck is really loud. To not pursue it because it feels like it's going to be so much more effort to get yourself back up and out of it. So this brings me pretty much to like the last two cards that we have here. And this is the solar plexus chakra as well as the Nine of Cups in the reverse. And so it's very interesting to see this card in particular because this is, for those of you that don't know, there are 7 chakras in the body, and it starts with, they're all energy centers. And there's hundreds of energy centers that we have throughout our body, but these 7 are the ones that are like the highest frequency. And they all kind of control different aspects of day-to-day living, of human life. And it starts with your pubic bone, then there's one in your stomach, and then there's one in your heart and your throat, at your third eye level and above your head. So did I do that right? The pubic, heart, stomach, heart, throat, head. I'm missing one. Well, whatever, I don't know. You guys get the point. But anyway, solar plexus chakra, this is the one that is right at your belly. And so this is the one that kind of flares up whenever you're getting this gut feeling, or like this feeling that something isn't going right. So the solar plexus chakra also represents the feeling of self-worth. And I think that that's what this is trying to convey to you, is that whoever this person is, if they are, someone that you're potentially interested in as a suitor, it's a big no from the heavens above, because this is someone who is not going to encourage you to increase your sense of self-worth. On top of that, the Nine of Cups in the reverse is also a major sign that this is something that you are working on improving in your life in general. The 9 in numerology represents the Hermit in the major arcana, which talks all about spending time alone, spending time working on your sense of wisdom, your self-improvement, personal development, everything like that. Cups is the suit that is associated with love, with passion, with emotions, intuition. 9 of Cups to me is a big self-love card. It's about communication and movement and journey, but usually by yourself. Usually, working on your own life path in order to seek, improvement within your life. And because we're seeing this in the reverse, this is telling me that this is the phase in your life that you're currently working on this specific aspect, is growing your sense of self-worth. And so that's, I think, why we're seeing things like pay attention to your work, because this is an area in your life where I don't know if it's necessarily focusing on your career per se, but I think it's mostly focusing on your purpose, like what kind of work you came to this world to accomplish, right? And the best way that you're going to achieve that is by focusing on your self-worth, your self-love, your own personal development story. And so, it's really interesting overall, but definitely this is feeling like this is not the person for you, and there is a reason why you keep dreaming about this person, and that is because this is supposed to represent a catapult in your life that's going to put you on the trajectory of focusing on your self-worth and your self-love. So listen to the knowledge that's being given to you from the High Priestess. This is the time to focus on you. This is the time to obtain the knowledge that you need to focus on you. And that's going to do it for group number 1. If you're interested in looking deeper at this specific reading, if you are wanting to get more analysis and insight into your own personal life, be sure to check out the link in the description box below, and I would be happy to look into this with you further in a private reading. Okay, welcome group number 2. You guys picked the beautiful red calcite. So let's go ahead and unpackage the cards for you today and figure out, why are you dreaming about this person? What is so special about them? So starting off with the Tea Leaf Oracle cards, we have Arrow. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Bull. Plenty of material things. Ooh, and Rainbow. The most difficult part of his situation is over. Okay, so the tarot cards associated with today is a year from now, Mother Nature, Patience. Okay, tarot cards for you today, group number 2, are the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So someone is making a return in your life a year from now. Ooh, the Lovers. And finally, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, super, super interesting what we've got going on. Okay, group number 2, you guys are dreaming about someone who I'm assuming is likely your soulmate, your twin flame, someone who's your better half, your other half, right? And this is a person that will be returning into your life a year from now. The Eight of Cups tarot in particular, in the upright, the Eight of Cups represents someone walking away from a romantic relationship for whatever reason. It's emotional dissonance, it's emotional distance away from a scenario in which they felt great passion, okay? With it being in the reverse, this represents someone making that return, someone coming back to whatever the scenario was in which they left. So this could have been a person, it could be representing you, it could be representing the other person. The two of you may have already been in a relationship before. The two of you may have had a friendship before, but the point is that you guys are going to be making some kind of reignition of a relationship that you've had in the past. Especially since we've got the Lovers card here. So that's super exciting for group number 2. We also have Mother Nature associated with this. So this could mean some kind of reignition of a relationship. Maybe you guys are going to be spending more time out in nature together. Mother Nature also just makes me feel like there's something about a child, or, you know, a birth of some kind, whether it's creating life between the two of you, or creating maybe a business together or something along those sorts. And then it's also interesting to see that we do actually have the Queen of Pentacles along with this. So that is literally the Mother of Nature sitting here today. So for some of you, I feel like the issue is that there is a mother figure who is involved in this scenario or this story, who is disapproving of this relationship. And I don't think it's because, you know, they don't have any like ill wishes against the person that's left, the person that's walked away, or unless that was you. But I think more than anything, they're just feeling like they're not, this person in question who would be making the return did not provide to you what they would have wanted, what they would have expected for you. The Queen of Pentacles in particular, this is someone in your life who could be a Virgo, a Capricorn, or a Taurus, or they could represent a mother figure. So this could be someone who is your mother, your grandmother, an aunt, an elder of some kind, who has some kind of nurturing, parent-like relationship with you. And another thing to it all too is it could be saying that this relationship can manifest in time, but the important thing is to remain patient. And then it will come through to you, you know, in the future. But I think the most important thing out of all of this is that this time is necessary, and that is why it is saying that it's important to be patient, because there are lessons that the two of you need to learn separately from one another. The good news is that there is a rainbow at the end of the tunnel. The most difficult part of whatever that has happened in this relationship is now over, and there is still plenty of opportunity and time for the two of you to continue this amazing relationship. You know, all is not lost, basically. And I think that there's just a lot more to it. At the beginning, it was all very immature and well-hearted, but it was misguided. And I think that that's why we've got this arrow card coming back, because it's saying that you were on the bright path regarding some aspect of your life. So things are starting to move in a better direction for you, group number 2. As if to say the reason why you're dreaming about this person is to encourage you to continue working on the things in your life that you've been working on. You know, you don't need this person in your life necessarily, but having the recognition and the promise that there will be a reunion of the two of you again, I think is really encouraging. And it tells you that there's something to look forward to. Now, I also wanted to mention that another card reader that I'm friends with on Instagram, she said something like, whenever you're dreaming about a person, it means that they are thinking about you. And so it's very possible that this person that you're dreaming about is also thinking about you as well. They could also be dreaming about you as well. And so it's very likely that the universe, your spirit guides, your higher self is working to bring the two of you together, but is also guiding you on your own particular path so that a year from now, when the two of you do return to one another, it will remain purposeful and there will be balance between everything and everyone. So that is the guidance for you, group number 2. Thank you so much for tuning in for today's reading. I do appreciate it. Please make sure to let me know in the comments below what you thought of your reading and what interpretations you had yourself. If you're interested in diving deeper into this particular topic, please check out the description down below. I have a link that leads you to my private readings, where I would be more than happy to take a deeper look at this for you in the cards. So thanks, group number 2. We'll see you at the next reading. Group number 3. You guys picked the beautiful rose quartz. So let's put that to the side and figure out why you've been dreaming about this person. So let's unpackage these cards and see what we have. We have Bow. You are highly thought of. Staff. You will be taken care of in difficult times. And Bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. Okay. And then for the rest of our cards today, we have within the next few weeks. So that's pretty cool. Group number 2 had a year from now. Blossoming. And finally, new beginnings. Pretty slick. Let's see if I can get all these things in frame. Okay. And then for the tarot cards today, we have the 2 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. For you, group number 3, I'm getting more of a sense of something related to career, business, specifically because we've got the 2 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. You've got 2 Pentacles in your reading. Pentacles are the suit in the tarot that represent money, finances, career, your personal home, your shelter, material means, things like that. And so you do have the 2 of Pentacles, which is the side hustle card, but then the 4 of Pentacles represents, for me, it represents a couple of different scenarios that depends on different ideas. So sometimes it can represent like not taking a risk in a particular situation, or if there's another person involved in the reading itself, it can represent someone being taken advantage of financially by someone else in their life. So we're going to look into these cards deeper and I'll see if I can figure out which of those 2 scenarios it is. So Bow, you are highly thought of, you'll be taken care of in difficult times, and there is successfully overcoming a problem. More than anything, I feel like if this is for people that are going through a side hustle, this could be for people that are like just freshly focusing on like making this their full-time job. I feel like the energy that I'm picking up really is I'm getting this feeling or this sensation of like nervousness, but yet excitement, because it feels like a little bit of a risk, but it's not like a super scary risk. It just means like, if this doesn't work out, I'm going to have to go back to what I was doing before. That's kind of the main message I'm hearing. And I think that that's why we are seeing this Four of Pentacles, is because for some of you, I feel like this could be a side hustle that it's like just on the cusp. You could have just quit your full-time job to do this side hustle or to run this business that you've been working on for some time on your own. And so it's this scary, exciting feeling of being able to support yourself with the money that you're creating on your own. This is also a similar feeling that I could be getting for people who are leaving their home for the first time, or maybe leaving someone who was financially supporting them for a while. These could be people who are leaving parents who have been supporting them for some time, or also leaving a relationship with someone who was financially supporting them for a significant amount of time. So again, it's just this sense of like, I can do this, but can I really? Like, I got this. I really hope I got this. And it's just, it's not quite in the space of I fucking got this, if that makes sense. So sorry to swear to the YouTube gods, but it's the only way I could really contain that message. And so within the next few weeks, this is really encouraging, because this is telling me, especially with, the bridge and the staff and the bow, like, you're going to be fine. The bridge, it says successfully overcoming a problem. So successfully overcoming, this new experience of stepping out into something new and different and exciting. Being taken care of, not necessarily by like financial means, but I really see that here with this Hierophant. The Hierophant is a card that represents like mentorship. I was like blinking on what the word was. Mentorship. It can also sometimes in different decks represent tradition, marriage, religion. But what I really love about this particular card, this particular deck's portrayal of this card, is the fact that the Hierophant is kind of like a guru. It's kind of a person who shows people the way, but then encourages them to go down the path on their own and to figure things out along the way, right? You're going through a blossoming period, and this person is taking a step back and letting you kind of take hold of the reins. And maybe there will be some slipping here and there. Maybe there will be some mistakes made, but that's okay, because that is exactly how lessons are learned. And you have the support of so many different people. You are so very highly thought of. That this will not be a failure, as I feel like there's this worry of that, right? And so you could be dreaming about maybe some kind of fear over your business, or maybe there's a specific person that you're dreaming about, though. So it could be, maybe it is that you're searching for this mentor or this person to kind of show or lead you the way. And so this is your subconscious, your spirit guides, your higher self telling you that this mentor is coming, this person is coming to you, okay? Now the Four of Pentacles with the new beginnings, this is telling me that you're going to be forced to take a risk no matter what. And even though you're scared to take the plunge, invest in yourself, and kind of do something with your money, I feel like you're going to be in a scenario where you're going to have to do so anyway. The Four of Pentacles, like I said before, it's either someone not being afraid to take a risk or someone being taken advantage of financially by another person. And I'm mostly getting the afraid to take a risk feeling, especially because of what's going on with these cards. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that I'm seeing right now. This person that you're dreaming about, you likely don't know who they are yet. I don't think that this person has come into your life just yet. But the funny thing for you is what I'm picking up is that this is a person that you are seeing multiple times appearing in your dreams, and they have the exact same image, and yet you've never met this person before. And so this is the reminder from the universe that is saying, it's okay. You're going to be guided in the direction that you want to be moving in, and there will be successful financial success for you in the future. So that's going to do it for you, group number 3. I wanted to give you a big energetic hug and say thank you for tuning in for today's reading and staying patient with me as I was dealing with my own life things. If you're interested in checking out, if you're wanting to dive deeper into this reading and you want to learn more, please check out the link in the description box down below. You can see a link that'll take you to how my private readings work, and I would love to dive deeper into this with you and see if we can explore what exactly is going on and what kind of direction maybe you need to be pushed in. So thank you guys for tuning in for today's reading, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.